Welcome to This Explainer. Look, every Muslim parent wants their child to recite the Kalam Allah with confidence, right? But finding the perfect teacher at the exact right time, in the right environment, well, it hasn't always been easy. But online classes have completely changed the game. We're going to break down how these platforms are literally erasing the old barriers of location and time. Today, we're seeing children from London to Toronto, from Sydney to Dubai, learning the sacred text right from their own homes. They're making massive progress, they're actually enjoying it, and parents are seeing real results. So whether you're a parent or a beginner stepping onto this path yourself, this explainer is definitely for you.
Let's jump right in with a beautifully powerful hadith. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best among you is the one who learns the Quran and teaches it." This isn't just a nice virtue, it's a direct compass for us. It tells every single Muslim family exactly where to put their priorities and sets the whole foundation for why we're talking about this today.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. Why Quran learning matters, one-on-one versus group classes, the beginner's journey, ensuring child safety online, and finally, how to choose an academy.
Section 1. Why Quran learning matters.
For kids, early exposure is basically everything. I mean, what enters the heart in childhood stays there. It builds a lifelong bond with the Kalam Kareem, shapes their character, builds patience, and honestly, gives them an identity that no worldly subject can ever replace. And hey, if you're an adult beginner, it is literally never too late. Adults all over the UK, US, Canada, and Australia are starting today and proving that with the right teacher, your progress is going to be way faster than you'd expect. So, once you've made that amazing decision to start, the next big question is, which learning environment is actually right for you? Because not all online classrooms are built the same.
Section 2. One-on-one versus group classes.
It really comes down to your personal goals. Group classes are awesome if you love that sense of community, peer support, and hearing diverse questions. But keep in mind, the pace is fixed. Now, if you want zero distractions, one-on-one is where it's at. Your teacher gives you their full, undivided attention, and that is absolutely crucial for mastering Tajweed, where you need that instant correction on pronunciation, or for memorization, where the pace really needs to adapt entirely to your specific strengths and weaknesses.
Section 3. The beginner's journey. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed about where to begin, let's simplify things. It all starts with the Noorani Qaida. This is essentially the gold standard, a time-tested, systematic way for absolute beginners to nail down Arabic letters, vowels, and reading rules. Once you've got that locked in, you step up to Tajweed. That's the beautiful science of accurate recitation, making sure your mouth positions, elongations, and stopping points are perfectly spot on.
To put that into perspective, what does a realistic first month actually look like? Well, week 1, you aren't jumping into full sentences. You're just mastering 5 to 7 Arabic letters and sounds. Easy, right? Week 2, we sprinkle in some simple vowel marks. Week 3 is usually that massive aha moment where you start combining letters into basic words. And by week 4, with just a consistent 15 to 20 minutes of daily practice, you transform into someone who can read their very first short words of the Quran. It's incredibly rewarding.
Now, while all that progress is super exciting, we have to pause and ask a baseline non-negotiable question. How do we ensure these online platforms are actually safe spaces for our kids?
Section 4. Ensuring child safety online.
The hard truth is, not every platform screens its teachers properly. Some, unfortunately, just assign whoever happens to be available. And for something this important, that is just not good enough. We're using the Oxford Tutors Safeguarding Handbook as our benchmark here. And it shows that child protection can't just be an afterthought. It has to be deeply embedded into the teaching organization's entire culture.
As a parent, you need to be demanding these absolute must-haves. Before you sign up, ensure the platform has verified background checks for everyone, provides female teachers for girls, and has a dedicated designated safeguarding lead, a specific person you can contact if there's ever a concern. There has to be zero tolerance for poor practice, a strict rule that tutors never share personal contact details, and a clear way for you to access session feedback. Tutors are there to act purely as professional role models, without ever crossing personal boundaries.
Section 5. How to choose an academy.
So how do you actually make the right choice? Let's follow a simple step-by-step guide. Step 1. Figure out your goals first. Are we focusing on memorization, tajweed, or just basic reading? Step 2. Always check for Ijazah-certified teachers. That means they actually have the traditional, formal authorization to teach. And finally, Step 3. Book those free trials. Test out the platform's video stability, see how the teacher clicks with your child, and make sure it's a perfect fit.
To help you wrap your head around the budget, expect to invest roughly $40 to $80 a month. That typical range gets you about 2 to 3 highly focused classes a week. Just a quick heads up, extremely low hourly rates can sometimes be a red flag for a lack of proper certification, so treat this as a long-term investment in quality education.
Starting Quran lessons online is truly one of the best decisions a parent or beginner can make today. Those old barriers that made this so difficult, the location, the timing, finding someone qualified, they simply do not exist anymore. What remains is the choice. Choose a qualified teacher, choose a structured program. The Kalam Allah is waiting, and you can begin this beautiful lifelong journey right from your own home. So my final question to you is this. With all these incredible, safe tools right at your fingertips, what is holding you back from booking your first trial class today?